Hey y'all, so today we are making bento boxes. I know what you're thinking right now. I don't want to make a bento box. It's too much effort. But you know what? We woke up with a bento box on her mind. And what cats want, cats get. They love it. Don't you watch anime? Don't you read manga? So let's go ahead and put the effort forward because it's going to pay off. Look at that deliciousness. Mmm. Alrighty. So we are going to start by slicing our fish cakes into smaller, more bite-sized pieces. And then starting on our paste, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of Korean chili flakes, about a third of a cup of Korean chili paste, and if you can't get it at your local grocery store, you can order it on Amazon. And that's very helpful. You don't even have to leave your house. They'll bring it to your door. And don't do what I did. Be prepared with a spoon because you're going to need something to help you get that gooey paste off your measuring spoon. See how much easier it is when you're prepared? Let that be a lesson to you guys. Anyways, so now get mentally prepared for the stirring that you're going to have to do. This stuff is super viscous, so you're going to have to stir it pretty well, have a firm grip so it doesn't break your heart and ruin your cutting board with its red hue. And just stir it. Stir, stir, stir. Alright, now sit it down and add a teaspoon of sugar. And you don't have to incorporate it that much because it's going to go into the hot stock and the sugar will dissolve anyways. So now we're just going to slice some spring onions. That is 1 large spring onion. And I added 2 altogether, but I didn't think you need to see the second one. And our stock is simmering on the back. That is just regular old chicken stock. I did not make a kombu stock with anchovies. I didn't feel like going through those extra steps. I had this on hand. So I added my chili paste and dambuki, the rice cakes that I also got at the Korean market, but you can also order them on Amazon. So I'm not ordering anything. I am adding the Korean chili paste to the broth and the dambuki. That's just going to make them really flavorful to cook in that broth. Altogether, it takes about 10-15 minutes from this point. The sauce is going to reduce and you'll have something really pretty, shiny, and deep once the excess liquid reduces from the pan. So just going to stir it up, make sure everyone gets to know each other, mingles in that hot tub of flavor. That didn't sound very appetizing, but you know what I mean. So just stir it up, catch up camera. Here we go. Great. All right, and while that's simmering, I'm just going to stare at it. And then grab spring onions and throw them in the pot. And those just are going to add like a really nice depth of flavor. Next comes the fish cakes, and you can see how long or how well it's reduced. It's been simmering for about 11 minutes at this point, and we're just going to throw those fish cakes in. And those I also bought pre-made at the Korean market. You can make your own, but this is just for a bento box, and I didn't feel like going through that extra step. I feel like this is special enough. And next we're going to add kimchi, and that is about a cup of kimchi. You can make your own. I don't suggest it if you live in an apartment like I do. It can really stink the place up. So I buy mine at the Korean market, and you can find it at almost any grocery store these days. You can definitely find it in Whole Foods, and for some reason they keep it, well, not for some reason, they keep it next to the cabbage, and that's a great place for it, fine place for it. So we added the tops to the green onions into the sauce, and now we're going to start on our chicken. We're going to take about a cup of cornstarch and throw that in a bowl aggressively. Boom, there we go. And to that we are going to add some seasonings. It's a little bit of togarashi and just all of the seasonings that I usually put in fried chicken, some Cajun spice and whatnot. And now we're just going to cut the chicken into symmetrical, or not symmetrical, but similar sized pieces. And then we're going to dredge it in the flour. And you'll notice the chicken is not the color chicken normally is. That's because I marinated it in black bean paste. That step is optional. I did it because I wasn't sure what I was making, but I knew that black bean paste would go well with the flavors. And I'm right. It's probably, this was some of the best fried chicken I've ever had. So yeah, definitely, if you could get your hands on it, use black bean paste, and you can order that on. If you were burnt, that's because if you were, but that's fine. But that's fine. Those are the part that we'll eat. Those are the part that we'll eat. This is the lunch we're gonna pack for the husband. So I am going to add the purple kale. Super beautiful. And it's just going to lend itself visually, texturally to this dish, and it's also going to act as a block from that dambuki sauce, making our chicken soggy. And yeah, so here we go. Does not look pretty, the dambuki with fish cake. So I'm just going to really layer it in there. My hubby has kind of a physical job, so I'm just going to make sure he has plenty to keep him charged throughout the day. And honestly, it's really not that much. It's on top of a bed of kale that's fluffy. The kale is fluffy. So we're just going to arrange the dambuki in our bento box, and I needed to put that one rice cake in there. Add a little bit of spring onion for garnish. Then I realized the scale of the onion to the rice cake wasn't quite right, so we're gonna slice it. Yeah, doesn't it look nice? The red, the purple, the green, the brown, that white egg in the background. That's gonna come into play in just a moment. So we've added some spring onions, a couple bonus pieces of chicken. He's been such a good boy. Extra chicken for him. Maybe one for me when no one's looking. I don't know. Maybe I've already had one. So next I'm going to take an egg, slice it in half, and I'm going to put it on top of the dambuki so it absorbs that flavor from the sauce on the white of the egg. Usually you would cook the egg with the dambuki, a little bit of freshness. We see a little bit of freshness. We have the carb, which is the rice cake, fish in here. Yeah. And the next step is a little bit of good measure. Kimchi, kimchi and an egg, and there you have it. All right, thanks for watching.